It's WashDay Wash-In with Tallboy.
Hi.
And JK18. Yeah, I love that kind. Anyways, we have towels galore. And more towels galore. There's towels. 10 and more 10 towels. That makes 20 10 towels. For those of you who are playing the home game, you get to see the behind the scenes, the full wash. Oh, watch yourself, detergent. Yeah. You get to see the behind the scenes with Tallboy's camera. Make sure you go and sub to his channel and all that great shit. So we need to kick off the wash here. But first, let me take a selfie. No, actually, Sharky needs to take a selfie. No, actually what I mean is Sharky is going to be joining us for a few moments via video conference satellite, and he has a few words first.
Yes, hey everybody. Unfortunately, I was not able to make it for this wash-in, and especially over to you, Tallboy. It would have been awesome to be able to meet you, but unfortunately, with the way that my work schedule is right now, just me getting the time during the week to come over, I wasn't able to do it. I'm sorry, but you know, at the same time, I think it's pretty cool that someone else gets to experience a wash-in with Jay. You know, like I have now several times since 2014. You know, it's amazing that it's been that long, and they've really been a lot of fun. And hopefully, for you, Tallboy, they will be. This one will be enjoyable as well. And anyway, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, so hope it's all enjoyable. So here it is, the WashDay Wash-In with Tallboy and JK18. Enjoy.
Okay, we're gonna want to do a Super Plus. Hot is good. Don't need the extra inch. Efficient, hardly. Good. That's set. Go over to Super Wash and turn that on, and yes for the warm rinse. Large it, hot it, minutes. Super Wash, efficient hardly, warm rinse, and we're all set. Oh, a dirt. That's no good. There. And over here, we have this ready to go. So we're all set to do the wash. And I shall bestow the honors upon Tallboy to kick it off. So go ahead and kick it off.
All right.
Wind up the hot enable. Turn her on. All ready to go. So let's go ahead and put in some detergent as the washers fill. And today we're going to do something different. We're going to use Russian Tide. Tide Absolute. I don't do the good Russian accent, but there's all kinds of Russia.
I'll be walking home late at night. Two dangerous looking thugs walk up to me like, "Yo, man, you know what neighborhood you're in? You think this bad neighborhood?" Russians are the scariest white people.
And this Tide Absolute is interesting because, first of all, the cap. I mean, you don't get that here in the States. And secondly, the color of the stuff, and I'll pour it into the thing there. But being that it's Russian Tide, who do you find in Russia but Vladimir? And this smells like Vladimir. Can't explain it, but it just does. So we're going to use that today, because this bottle has been sitting around for like ever. So we'll just fill this guy up, and look at the color and the viscosity. I mean, look at this stuff. We'll go about there.
There ain't no seeing through that.
Yeah. It's almost like mud.
Yeah.
We'll just pour that in. Look at the drippity drips. It's almost like slime it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's even got the drippity drips at the end. We'll stick some of that in there. It's got that blue milkiness. Yeah. This is the last 40 years of Vladimir's cologne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me a little of
ever see the old commercials for the real old whisk?
Uh-huh.
It was kind of
Yes.
cloudy and murky looking like that.
Yep.
Now try Whisk. Concentrated Whisk goes right on the dirt. Its unique formula sinks in and starts to clean before you start to wash.
Probably have some.
Yeah.
Go ahead and ribbons that out.
I've got several bottles of the last gas whisk before it went away.
Yeah, I have a few of those. I even bought it after they weren't supposed to sell it anymore. Like, they sold out, but one store still had some.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Russia. So we don't want to mask the Vladimir too much. Let's go for a different softener. Final touch, perhaps. We'll see how gloopy it is. We're doing all the blue. I think that'll work. Now you gotta like pour it out of the container before it pours out of the spout once you shake it.
Yeah.
Not too bad, not too bad. Bloop. Okay, and the next one. And then we'll talk about your machines and the contact that you've had with direct drives. So tell us about your direct drive experiences.
Oh, I don't have too much particular experience. I think when my parents always had Kenmore washers when I was a kid, but I think the last one they ever had was actually still a belt drive. And then when that one died, my parents went out and bought a used Maytag similar to mine.
Huh.
And they had that for a bunch of years. And then I know my brother has one, but I've never seen it run, other than the fact that he's got it in his cellar and his floor is really wonky, so it's not even sitting level. It's sitting all cockeyed next to his slop sink and stuff, so I can imagine that bangs pretty good when it spins.
Sounds like a testament to the true quality of the direct drives.
The most direct drive experience I have was my aunt. My aunt has one down in Florida, and it's a Kenmore, and it's an older Kenmore, and she was complaining that it wasn't cleaning and stuff, and my cousin and I went to go look at it one time and realized that it wasn't agitating, and so we just started taking it apart, and I'd never taken one apart before, but within like 10 minutes we had the whole machine completely disassembled, and I was like, this is easy. And we found that it was the broken motor coupler, and we went right off. There was maybe a town over from her, there was a Sears parts store still open, and we were able to just walk in. I showed him what I want. The guy immediately knew exactly what I was looking for. Brought us over, handed us the newfangled one that had the little metal insert in the middle of it, and we replaced it, and the machine still works to this day, and this was probably 10 years ago.
That's a great story. It's also, they designed these machines to be serviced, even though they almost never needed it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll go back to Jay and Tallboy in the laundry. In case anybody is interested, yes, the microphone actually does work. I didn't have it plugged in purposely. My arm is about ready to fall off from holding that up in the fucking ceiling. And I know this is monaural, so it's only on the left channel unless I remember to rechuchify it and join it so it comes out of both your speakers. But anyway, back to the wash. Okay, we started the wash.
Got Vladimir all over the things.
Yeah, well, he had too much vodka.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to take care of that.
Sucker from BWW.
Yeah, we'll have to take care of that. But it seems to be washing, and maybe I'll see if I can get some of that detergent off and into the wash. So we got a full hot fill, and we'll have a full hot refill, and a warm rinse, and a buble. There was a buble. Ooh,
Blackberry Buble, my favorite.
You mean bubbly.
No, I mean Buble.
You're Michael Bublé. That's a bubbly.
She's right, Michael Bublé. It's pronounced Buble. I know, thanks. Dave.
And let's just see where we're at here. Oh, coming in.
There, yeah.
Coming in. It is just over the top row of holes and should be starting any second now. There you go. And we'll watch as detergent goes in. There it goes. But that's going to stain your towels, Jay. Ah. Right, and then there's slime. People are worried about detergent.
Yeah.
People are worried about detergent. I love it. Oh, you can hear it banging with that load. She gets worked hard like this once every like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
For one load, because the other one does the other load.
Yeah. But still, these aren't that loud. They sound a lot louder on video than they actually do in person.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sharky and I always talk about that. I mean, look at what the Vladimir is taking out of the towels for us.
Yeah.
And I think the ones here were actually dirtier. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got some soup.
Wow. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad. I wonder if this detergent has phosphates or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Unless you can read Russian.
Nope.
Use that Google Translator on your phone. Shine it at it and translate it for it.
Yeah. For how often I use the stuff, which is like, maybe this is the second time ever.
Yeah.
We'll see how well it does. I don't know where to get it anymore, but, you know, I have my sources, which I won't reveal.
But it does. It smells more like aftershave lotion than laundry detergent.
Yeah, it's the perfect Vladimir scent. Just stopped, and we'll do a partial drain. The tub always leans for whatever reason. So we'll just lean it back. There you go, Sharky. There's the sound you love. Ooh, I didn't catch that on camera. I apologize. But that was rather interesting because as it stopped, like as the timer was switching, there was a little of water that came, like it almost opened the valve for like, you know, a split second and reclosed it. I don't know what that was about. I've never seen it do that before, which is rather interesting. But whatever. I think I'll try to get one of these towels and wipe off the excess Vladimir. There we go. I still need to clean this damn agitator, which I haven't done yet. It's on the list of things. You have that list too?
Yeah. I've had a list of stuff for years.
Yeah.
And I keep finding other things to put on top of the list.
Yeah.
So I don't have to
so you don't get to the other ones, yeah.
Things like sleeping late in the morning, that gets added to the list.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like sitting around watching Jay's videos on YouTube gets
Beg
put
pardon,
above
beg
the
pardon.
list.
Yeah. So this will go for a refill in a moment. And there we are, refilling. Perfect. I hope this detergent is working well, because that's pretty soupy sales right there.
That popular TV panel member and great game player, none other than Soupy Sales.
Absolutely. Tide Absolute.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the wash action versus your Speed Clean or your Maytag?
The turnover happens a lot quicker in these. I think it's the corkscrew agitator helps. get it going because it's basically the Maytag and the speed beam rely solely on water currents circulating around to get the clothes rolling over, and a lot of times it takes the machine a minute or two to kind of get all the clothes or towels or whatever's in there in the right position so that they'll start rolling over, and then once it starts rolling over, it goes fine.
Yeah.
I think you can get a better rollover with these on a fuller load than I can with mine.
Yeah. I mean,
But,
even, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, just because it's got the dual action agitators, really, it does help pull stuff around.
Yeah, I mean, this is really my only experience. These are the only machines I really ever owned. That GE that I used to have actually was a two-piece agitator also.
Yeah.
So it was kind of the same idea, but sometimes even this takes, I mean, it'll run for like a full minute and there's still stuff on top that
Hasn't gotten sucked down yet.
Right. Because the whole point of the agitator dogs is it pushes the shit at the top down, so... And the whole idea behind it is all the agitation happens down here, but the top part is like a corkscrew, and that pushes the shit at the top down, so it gets agitated, and then the stuff that's down there gets forced back up to the top, and then this forces it down. And the way it does that is it only, as this agitates back and forth, it ends up turning this in one direction to keep screwing the clothes down. And here we are, just ready to start agitating. Watch the turnover. There goes the pink one.
Yeah, it does take just a second before it gets going, but it's like it's got to get the stuff that's on the bottom pushing up the outside edges.
Right.
Before the stuff in the middle starts getting sucked down.
Yep.
It's the same with the Maytag.
Excellent. So here's low speed. What do you think of it on low speed?
Well, it's gentle. I'm not exactly sure.
Well, I mean, as far as how loud it is.
Yeah, I mean, it's like super quiet.
Yeah, but no. We have to have.
It does its thing, but I don't know why you wouldn't want high speed for the whole wash on something like towels.
It's something that the Kenmores, and not all of them, of course, because there's going to be somebody out there who has to have the last word on this.
Yeah.
So not all of them, but most of them would go into a lower speed to help protect the fabric or something. I don't believe in the malarkey either, but it just is.
It's probably the people that overload their washers and then wonder why their clothes are coming out in shreds.
Yeah.
That they're trying to protect.
All the stuff stays at the bottom where the agglation happens continuously, and it just literally beats the shit out of your underwear.
Yeah.
And then beats that up too while it's at it.
Yeah.
And on the main wash, looks like this is doing quite well, and the Vladimir is working just as well as it did. The residual Vladimir. Yes, there are two.
Even the fabric softener looks like Vladimir.
It does. That's one of the reasons I specifically chose that one, because I knew the scent wouldn't be overbearing. I didn't want to, overpower Vladimir, because you don't fuck with Mother Russia. Moose and squirrel.
Oh, no, it isn't. Oh, it can't be. Say the name. Boris and Natasha. Ta-da!
Well, we got a little time to go, but at least it's efficient hardly. Michael Geggsnow is working on his own design for a high water wash sticker.
Cool.
Decnal. Decnal for the machines.
Yeah.
So we'll put those on. That'll be awesome. Yeah, I was thinking of like doing like a, you know, like a high water wash kind of thing, like right there, a little badge, you know, like you know, Intel inside.
HW machine.
Something like that.
When I was a kid, high waters meant your pant legs didn't come down to your ankles.
Yes. Oh, times have changed.
Yeah.
Millennials wouldn't even know what that is. Just missed it, but the timer has expired for the hot enable. So that's shut. The valve kicked back on, so now we'll get our warm rinses. And this machine kicked into low speed, I think almost at the identical time, which was rather odd. And this machine has the older drain pump, so even on low speed, it's got that awesome, like, you know, in the background. I can't even mimic the sound. But I mean, if you had tons of deli cats that you had to wash, this is loud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the blangs are. Is the AC running? Yeah, even the AC is running.
Yeah.
And this is all you get. Just a dull roar.
Yeah. Like
And
I
just-
said, it's louder on camera than it actually is in person.
Yeah.
Because I hear you guys talking about how quiet these machines are and whatever, and I'm like, it sounds kind of loud to me, but it's the quirkiness of the camera microphone.
Yeah.
The frequencies that it decides to focus in on
Yep.
that makes it sound a lot louder.
I don't do any post-production for that either. It is what the camera picks up.
Yep.
Not that I'm all fancy schmancy like that, but
Yo, so why not come down there? I come down there with my crazy fly girlies and my gold. I got crazy silly Gumby gold. Bam!
perfect. Z-Drain. I think the AC is peeing at the same time. Should hit a drain here any second now. There he goes. I can't believe that. I put the labels for the warm override, and I forgot to put one for the pump over where it says surge suppressor, because I don't use it for that. I just use it for the light.
Yeah.
Damn.
Another project to add to your list.
Yes, that'll be on the list. Just like Gegs know, how long did it take for me to put these on here? What, like a year almost? Is this shit on my list that's been there for years? Probably never get to.
Yeah.
Still smells like Vladimir. I wonder what happens when it spins. Because that's when you get the full, like, Jay's Laundry experience.
Yeah.
Jay's Laundromat experience. Because now it's going to get, like, the toilet plume going on.
Yeah.
Ooh. That'd be a heavy load. It's pumping. You can hear the water squeezing out still.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Perfect. And now, the drain. No, and that one just stopped its spin. Sharky likes to do his Sharky paws, Sharky fins.
Yeah.
And there's the fill for the warm rinse. The fabric softener.
With Vladimir's, the detergent is Natasha, the fabric softener.
No, that's Mr. Big.
Mr. Big. Remember when I was a kid, there used to be a spray cleaner that you could buy in an aerosol can that was called Big Wally.
Oh, yeah.
So I let Big Wally do the house cleaning for me. Just spray. Big Wally foams, penetrates the grease and grime, takes the dirt and leaves the paint. I use Big Wally on everything washable. Counters, bathroom, even garden furniture.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Made it. It was gone. It's been gone forever, but I remember it. I remember the commercials for it on TV.
Yeah, I don't know if I ever saw commercials. I think my dad has a can of that stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
My mother bought it once, I think.
I think we're about ready to go for a spin any moment. We'll see how this one does. Like any second now. That one's a little shaky. Hear it like slinging with the shakiness. Yeah, that's great. There we are. Now we're up to speed. Cool. Well, indeed. Now, of course, you know, we're doing a warm fill on both. But still better than the hot fill because you have all the valves open. And Sharky's going to pipe up. Do you all hear Sharky now? See, Jay, that's why I want to do the Sharky pause, you know? Because that way it goes and every machine gets full pressure. I didn't even want to stutter there. It just actually happened. That was weird. I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't. All right, so that's filling. And oh, looky there. Right on. Definitely nowhere near as murky as it was before, but I wonder if we're going to get any good crap after. You don't know what the fabric softener is going to do. You can see the flotsam and the jetsam business.
Yeah.
Oh, there we are. And then this one waits for a little bit before it decides to do something.
Pregnant pause.
It's like Joe's Kenmore. After it does that, it sits for like 2 full minutes. It's like, oh, that was a nice start. Everything just popped right up, and it's getting sucked right down. Beautiful. Hi. Mierda!
The thing I noticed about these type machines, the direct drives, when my cousin and I took my aunt's machine apart, was compared to what I have, you know, a 1978 Maytag, which was obviously the way if you look at it, it's very labor intensive putting it together, because all the wiring in it is like, you know, point to point wiring with just individual wires with spade connectors on the end. There's no wire harness that just plugs into something. And her machine was designed to be put together in like 5 minutes on an assembly line.
Yeah.
And so you could see how they were taking the labor factor out of the cost of building the machines. And this was like what started when in the 80s when they started making these?
83, 4, something. Yeah.
And now you look at like the newer belt drives that they're coming out with now, and there's like nothing inside them. They could probably throw them together in half the time it took them to put a direct drive together.
Yeah.
But that was the one kind of thing about Maytags of that era was they were just absolutely built like tanks.
Yes, it had that old school like body on frame design.
Yeah, everything was friggin' metal. Oh, you're gonna stop. Yeah, everything's like made out of metal on them. There's like pretty much no plastic in them except for like the agitator.
Right.
But any of the gearing, everything is metal.
Yep.
And they're just such basic, simple mechanical aspect to it that there's really not much that goes wrong except the belts wear out once in a while.
Yeah, which is plenty fair because they're rubber.
Yeah. Got a new set of belts for mine. I just haven't put them on yet. The ones that are on, they don't really need to be changed yet.
Yeah.
But
so
people complain about it. Like,
yep.
Yep. People complain in my videos about, you know, sometimes the agitation takes a while to get up to speed.
Yes.
Some of that has to do with my cellar being cold, and I think the lubrication in the transmission gets a little thick when it's cold down there.
Yep.
And you know, once it runs for a couple minutes, it gets up to speed. Some of it might also be the belts.
That's washing away pretty good. Doesn't look too murky. Yep. There's that. Oh, you can really hear the agitate here now. This one, you're actually this close to the machine, it is actually rather loud.
Yeah.
But, you know, oh, it just goes away.
Yeah. Yeah, like the drain pump is actually louder than the machine as it's actually washing.
Yeah. That was the one thing I kind of liked about my old GE, in that it had the separate drain pump motor, little C-frame motor kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Not that it was a better design.
No.
It was pretty quiet. It was another part to wear out.
If you had something nice to say about the GE, that was what you could come up with.
Yeah, just about.
I mean, we have that. Anybody that's watched my channel may have seen the hot point washer that we have at the lake, which is a modern hot point top load. So it's kind of cheesy, and it's got you know, the motor does all the agitation as opposed to the transmission and stuff. But
right.
It gets used 6 months a year, so it's not under a lot of stress.
Yep. And with the warm spirits.
I should say it's not under a lot of stress, that hot point, except for when one member of my family decided to do about 5 loads worth of wash in one load.
Right.
And mess the motor up.
Jay, your towels smell like Russia. Is Russia? Yes. I wash it first.
Ah.
That's why.
Why everything's coming out pink?
Yeah. vibration there. Weird. It's never quite done that.
The Maytag, when I make videos of that with the lid up, the lid rests against the center knob of the timer knob, and so I usually have to put a rag or a washcloth or something over that just to keep it from going ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, because that's like a hard plastic knob or something, right? Yeah. Amazing how much the pump like cavitates like that before it just gets enough water to, you know.
One of the problems I have with my Maytag when it's doing the spray rinse, because it will have already pumped all the water out before the spray rinse kicks on, but then the pump cavitates and it won't start pumping the water out again as the spray rinse starts.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden it catches prime. But sometimes the water gets so high it starts slowing the basket down because the basket starts spinning in the water a little bit.
This fell over there. Nothing new. I don't know.
Instead of, it would make more sense to do it in the middle of the wash some of the sun's out.
There went the CDs.
Yeah.
The vibration sets up that the camera won't do it justice because you can't see the slight vibration that everything gets going down the line. I wonder if your camera caught that or not.
I don't know. It might be. There's another one.
Yep. This should be almost done actually. Won't take no more. Cool.
The whole stack of drives.
The whole stack of drives.
Slowly sliding up.
Whoa, that actually feels weird. There he is. There's one load. All right. Almost done. It's funny how the word dry is at the end of laundry when it comes out wet.
Yeah.
Well, no, they put the dry at the end because then it goes in the dryer. No, it should be then lawn fold because that, you know, or lawn put away. Or something. You're going to be a smartass with Uncle Jay.
Well, at least we don't have to do the stuff that they used to do back in the 40s and 50s and stuff at the end of the wash. My grandmother in her cellar had one of those big things that you'd iron the bed sheets with.
Oh, yeah.
And I think she did back in the day.
Is that, what was that, like a platform iron or something? I forget what they called them.
Something. It was like it had a round thing on it and like a heat thing that came down. You stick
Yeah.
the edge of the thing in and close it down, and then you were able to pull the sheet, I guess, through. I guess that's how it worked. I never saw her use it.
Yeah, you're not talking about like a ringer on the top.
No.
Right, yeah, it was an actual iron thing.
Yeah, she actually, for a washer, she actually had in her cellar, it didn't work when I was, anytime I was aware of it. It had just been down there forever, but she had one of those old Philco front load universal kind of washer dryer machines.
Yes.
And it was like really cool, and all of a sudden it just kind of went away at some point. They got rid of it, and it would have been cool. I'm sure some collector would have loved to have
Absolutely. You never know what you have until you've lost it.
When my brother was shopping for his house, we went into we were looking at some house, and in their cellar they had an old washer dryer. It was a mismatched set, but the dryer looked like it was probably from the mid '60s. It was like, I think it was a Whirlpool, and I don't remember what the washer was, but it was maybe a little bit newer. But it was still vintage. And the thing I thought was kind of cool though was they had all kinds of bars of just regular soap, like stuck in little crevices in the walls to kind of let it dry out. And you can tell these bars of soap went back to the '60s just from the labels that were on them.
Yeah.
And they had soap that you couldn't really find very easily anymore. Seems to me I remember they had like Lifebuoy and some of this other stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Not really around anymore.
Yep. Anyway, there is a wash. Excellent. So on the way down, that will do. That was the wash-in with the Boy of Tall.
Yep.
So what did you think about the Whirlpool experience, direct drive experience?
Oh, it sucked.
Oh, great. Anyways.
You got this low ceiling here, too.
Yeah. I'm breaking my light. Anyway, so we got to put these in the dryer. And that's going to take care of this wash day. Make sure you check out Tallboy's video on his channel for the videoception. Okay, go to Tallboy's channel and you get to see all the behind the scenes.
Yep, the whole thing unedited.
That's right.
Yep.
Awesome. So I'm not even fucking in frame.
No.
Okay. Here, I'll turn my camera around also.
There we go.
Where the hell are you? Oh, right. Yeah, I have to stick it. I have to like mash it in the ceiling up here. Jeez. Try to like get. Yeah, that's better.
Just
sort
a
of in
reminder,
frame.
Friends don't let friends drink Starbucks.
That's right.
Yeah.
All millennials were harmed in the making of this
I
video.
know, yeah. They have to go to their
safe space
therapist now and. But yeah,
get it and pick up a Starbucks on the way.
Yeah, have a Starbucks on the way. And
Anyway,
feel guilty because they're not supposed to be drinking anymore.
Wah.
Wah.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit like.
Make sure you hit subscribe.
And take care.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye. This man knew his lines.
I knew my
I didn't
lines.
even prompt him. He just knew. Take care.
Bye.